And welcome back to the Allen Set for your feature interview this week. Our guest this week, is Beth Gentry. She's the Vice Director of Up Till Dawn. And Beth, could you, well, first off, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
Well, I guess Up Till Dawn isn't really a descriptive title of the event. Could you kind of explain what it's about and what it's for?
Well, it used to be called Up Till Dawn. We're kind of going more towards Students for St. Jude's. It's an organization or event on campus where it's a letter writing campaign, and we try to raise money for St. Jude's Children's Hospital.
Okay, and St. Jude's Children's Hospital deals with cancer patients, children
with cancer. Yes.
Right, and they're located where?
They're in Memphis, Tennessee.
Okay, and you recently went to Memphis over the summer, right?
Yeah.
For a conference about Up Till Dawn, and talk to us about a little bit about that conference.
I had the opportunity to go to Memphis for the leadership conference for Up Till Dawn and just St. Jude's Children's Hospital. We got to visit the hospital and meet some of the kids that go there and see how much St. Jude's actually helps them, and we learned tips about how to have our event on campus and how to raise awareness and stuff like that.
And what were some of the stories that you brought back from that?
One of the stories, I guess, probably the most heartfelt was seeing the kids walking through the hospital, and they're still so happy. And I mean, they are obviously suffering from cancer. They have a terrible illness, but they're so happy because St. Jude's makes it a good place to be and a good place to live and a good place to get treatment.
In what way is it a good place to live?
They changed the hospital around to make it very kid-friendly. So they have chairs that are really small for the kids rather than them sitting in the big hospital chairs like you would in a doctor's office. A lot of the wings are painted with themes, very colorful, just so the kids can walk through and enjoy it.
So it really doesn't feel like a hospital?
Not at all.
Okay. You mentioned that you brought back some tips on how to lead an Up Till Dawn campaign here at Emory. What were some of those tips, and how have you implemented them?
Trying to target the bigger groups on campus, especially Emory and Henry. Greeks are a huge part of Emory and Henry's campus, and the sports teams, and just trying to get them more involved, because when they come, then they bring their groups with them, and the more people we have, the more money we can raise for St. Jude.
And how much money did we raise last year?
I believe we raised about $10,000 last year, but the year before we were higher than that, close to 20, I think.
And what's the goal for this year?
I think we're trying to get up to 25 again, so hopefully.
Okay, so some of these groups, you mentioned Greek life, you mentioned sports teams. How are we going about trying to get them involved more than, say, your average Emory and Henry student?
Well, of course we want everyone to come, even average Emory and Henry students, but we have been going to the meetings of some of the Greek groups and advertising on campus and talking about it at Greek Council, and we've talked to all of the sports leaders and coaches about it as well.
Okay. Well, talk to us about the event a little bit. It's this coming Friday, November 2nd, and we're going to be in Martin Brock. Talk to us about the event, how that's going to go.
It's going to start at 6, and that's going to be when people start coming in and registering and writing their letters. And then we will have events going on through the night. We have Billy Parsons playing the banjo, we have Juggling Tommy, we have LaFay playing guitar, and we have Alpha Psi Improv team coming in. And we will also have a band called the Ramblin' Gypsies to play as the main event.
So there's entertainment all night, and will it go actually up till dawn?
We're kind of steering away from Up Till Dawn. We'll stay there until people leave, but usually it ends around 12 or 1.
Okay, and you mentioned that you're trying to get people to form teams, kind of, but do you have to be on a team to write letters?
No, you can come and write your letters. You don't have to be on a team at all. Just come and support.
Okay, and explain to us the letter writing process a little bit.
Basically, the letters are already pre-written for you. It's a letter saying what we're about, asking people to donate money to St. Jude. All you have to do is sign it and put an address on the envelope, and we'll send it out for you.
Okay, and how do you go about getting addresses? Do you have any tips for that?
The easiest way is to get your family and friends. Whenever people were home Thanksgiving, we really pushed to bring back, family members, family friends, alumni lists, and things like that. So that really helps out.
Okay. Now your sorority, Pi Sigma Kappa, has been involved in this in the past. Talk to us a little bit about the team dynamic with the Pi Caps.
Basically, the more people you have in a team, the more addresses you get. It's not, this year we won't be having a team competition where we have in the past. It's just, the idea of the teams is to get more addresses, because the more addresses we get, the more letters we can send and the more money we can raise.
So it's kind of an accountability thing more than anything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, talk to us about the events in the past. I know that we've had speakers come who have had children who have been at St. Jude's, and I believe that's going to happen again this year.
This year we were unable to get an actual patient family, but we will have a really good promotional video of a patient from St. Jude who is college age. So hopefully that will help relate to the students more and help them realize what it's about.
Have you seen the video yet?
I haven't seen it. I'll be seeing it today.
Okay. Well, Beth, we want to thank you for joining us and talking to us about Up Till Dawn. Now we're going to throw it out to your out and about.